apologise for the quality of the audio during this feature.
This pace is more the reality. Come and visit the meek and mild Northumberland Hills. It's summertime. It'll be lovely. A hard one.
Much better at this wind. I'm going to see if the rain stops. That's what's forecast, and if it does, I'll get the tent up. But if there's no sign of it letting up in the next half an hour, I'm going back down there. I've come to test the wind, and but I've also come to have a nice camp. And driving rain and howling wind is just going to be a battle. So we'll see. Okay, we've got a break in the weather. Okay, we've got a steady high 20 to 30 with gusts over 30. Not sure what the highest ones were. The Varde is sitting nicely. This is the real deal now. Never mind this garden pitch stuff. This is actually what I need, a shelter. And I'm really glad I had that gap between the squalls. Oosh, definitely getting a bit chilled. So we've got these zip locks at the bottom. A little ring where the zip puller goes into. So this door side here can't pull open, which is reassuring in this wind. Worth having a look from the Nortent side, because the hemisphere, that dome, is an important shape in nature. And Schittel, the chief designer, has based a lot of the designs around this half hemispherical shape. And even in this strong wind, I think we've definitely seen the Varde representing that beautiful half dome. Interesting stuff. Have a look on the site. I was talking recently in the garden review about being space here to get wet clothes off. I didn't actually expect to be doing it quite this soon. Now that we've got a bit of sun and wind, put my waterproofs in between the inner and outer tent, and that should start to dry them. Nice breeze coming through there. Well, I say breeze, I mean howling wind. Now I'm warm and dry and established, I'm gonna toast the Varde and the Nortent team Cheers guys, this tent isn't mine to keep, it's just a loaner, and it's a prototype as well. Certain things that are going to change subtly. It's an early release, so thank you for trusting me, NORTENT, with your baby, your new tent. And I'm going to toast everybody that decides to buy one of these tents in the future. I'm sure it'll be a fabulous investment. I'm absolutely full of confidence here, being in a prototype tent in this howling winds that's forecast to get even stronger. So, cheers guys. There's a little bit on the fly. Lovely that. Lakes Brewery, leave no trace. And also, to wash it down, the guys at NORTENT, when I was at the outdoor retail show, gave me this bar of Norwegian chocolate, Kivik Lunch. And they gave me a pack of 6, and it's lovely. It's like a luxury Kit Kat with like creamy, lovely Belgian chocolate or Norwegian chocolate. And apparently it's well known in Norway, so thanks for that guys. I am hungry after that walk, so I'll enjoy this. So the other thing I've got, if you saw my video from the outdoor retail show, at the Heine Haynes stand I was admiring these Stog Stouts, so I've picked up one of these as well. Really nice little UK legal knife. Excellent that. So I'm thinking of doing another video on backpacking knives. I did one years ago because I am a little bit of a knife fan, and I was going to do one on best knives for backpacking because I think it's something really useful to have. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that, and I'm sure it'll create a lot of opinions about knives and do you need one at all. Vast space for cooking in here. Right, guy line check into my wet shoes. I'm not looking forward to this. And it's a good job there's nobody around because I've got to go out in my Brinier thermal mesh longs. Really comfortable, but it's going to look a bit strange. Well, there's just you guys. Sorry about that. Wet shoes reminds me of being in the Scouts as a kid. We've been basking in a heat wave in the UK recently, and when I bought Varde up to this high Northumberland hill tonight, it's made me want to christen this tent Jack Reacher, because Jack Reacher is big and burly and never goes looking for trouble, but it seems to find him. So it's ironic, even though it's midsummer now, lovely balmy hot summer weather we've been having has abated, and it's gone like really stormy and very strong winds tonight. It's forecast up to 48 mile an hour in the morning on this hilltop, so I don't know if we'll get that, but we'll see. So yeah, Reacher doesn't go looking for trouble, but he finds him. And the other thing I was mindful of when I was walking up, and I know I didn't chat much when I was walking up, but I was just really enjoying the wind and the sound of my own breathing. It was just lovely. Just the sounds of exercise and nature, just brilliant. And now when I've had the camera off, I've just been enjoying just listening to the sound of the wind through the guy lines. Wonderful. So I'm going to relax now. Got a little bit of vial of Jura here to have, and just enjoy the sound of the wind. Forward to next winter.
Quite interesting. It's doing 40 right across the top of the tent, but other than a bit of vibration, things are okay. I'm happy. That's blowing 40 right across the top of the tent. And as you would have seen, the structure, the poles are holding solid. Not very happy about how cold it is when I go out there. So the heavy, like PVC sort of tape, the heavy material on the seams is designed to spread the load over the poles and right through the tent without placing any stress in any particular point, and that's what seemed to be happening. So other than some flapping of the material, all good. Actually, it's not a problem with the elastics. I've just discovered some of them weren't attached inside. Didn't appreciate that. The massive gap in here though. Got a little bit of condensation in here, but despite having some very strong wind and rain, all the seams are completely dry inside. Not a drop. But this is condensation you'd expect because I've got loads of wet gear in here and it's raining on and off. Okay, so I've just briefly stuck my arm out and I got a max of 45.2 and it's blowing between, when I was holding it before, between sorry about that, between sort of 36 and 45, so very windy, but despite it being noisy and shaking, in Norwegian means cairn. That I've just shown you is a cairn that's built like a shelter. This varði that I'm in now is built like a shelter. Just had my arm out for a couple of minutes. It was blowing in the high 40s and then gusted over 50 miles an hour. Not morning yet. I haven't entirely made it through the night. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's fine. I don't know if you've been in a tent in wind like this, but it's like lying in the back of a pickup with the floor vibrating and the noise around you and the shaking. Definitely elemental. Would like to apologise for the quality of the audio during this feature. Okay, random measure, I've just measured between 40 and 50. And that's what it's been doing pretty much all night since 2 o'clock in the morning. Whether it's been getting over that, I don't know. Anyway, let's get some breakfast and enjoying being in the tent for this last bit. Condensation is where the mist has been blowing in through this vent. There's no putting it off any longer. Back in the valley now. Let's go from winter to summer. Nortent kindly gave me this hat, the Liverpool show, but they should sell them. I don't know if they do. Awesome hat, lovely material, lightweight, kind of ventilated. And I bought this hat myself. This is the Brynje of Norway, merino and thermo mesh, but I would check out Brynje. I'll also put that in the link below. Their thermals and jackets, etc. are absolutely fabulous. So yeah, Nordic life in the UK. Okay, we're out the wind. Got some beautiful volcanic tours in the Northumberland coast and sea in the background. So let's get you mic'd up. Let's have a little chat.
Okay, suffice to say, last night the Varde was absolutely awesome. Didn't miss a beat. Pitching it in the strong wind, striking it this morning in the strong wind, it was a doddle, to be honest. And the forecast was to be into the 30s, and I obviously got much more than that. And firstly, my advice is to don't pitch on summits in strong winds, but I was going there for a particular purpose, for adventure and to try out this new tent to see what it could do. And I got more than I bargained for, but again, the tent didn't miss a beat. And I got some anxiety at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just said to myself, look, you've recorded over 50 mile an hour, the tent's great, and I just went back, put my earplugs in and went back to sleep. Absolutely no problem. So who's this tent for? Now, it's midsummer now, and doubtless many are thinking, well, lightweight tents, and yes, for these kind of conditions there are excellent lightweight tents, but for that night, last night, I was in winter. I like to say there is no such thing as a 4-season tent. There is just a range of conditions that optimally suits a tent. And that's what the Varde, in my opinion, is about. It's heavy, certainly, for a one-man tent at over 3 kilos, but last night in howling wind and winter, in fact last night it was the right shelter. It got the job done. And even the QU Storm Star is much more difficult to pitch than that. So I'm not going to discuss stats and details in this video. I'll put a link at the end and in the description below, my first look where I did all the stats and measurements, and you can have a little look at that, or you can check out NORTENT or Valley and Peaks website. They'll get more information. Yeah, so highly recommended. You're not going to see much of this tent for a while now on my channel because it was just a loaner, and I've got to send it back. They'll be available in September 2025, so look out for that. And I'm hoping next autumn or winter I'll be able to bring you more of the Varde one. There's going to be a few little refinements, I think, but on the whole, as it is, this pre-production model was just great. I was really impressed, and NORTENT should be applauded. And price point, I think it offers great value for money. There's other tents you might think of, but straight away, if you think of the QU Storm Star, it's a lower quality material. It's PU coated on the inside. That's not going to last anywhere like as long. There's other tents that are much higher in price that have had another price hike recently that I would suggest are not as spacious inside. I won't discuss that. I'll leave that for other people. This is just about enjoying the tent and enjoying the summer / winter up the hills. Okay, I'm just going to sit here in the sun a little bit before I walk down. Thanks for watching.